Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Marquette Golden Eagles Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. Welcome to Houston, Texas. We're here for the Meineke Car Care Bowl, and Marquette actually enters at number 25 in the nation right now, and a win here, and we solidify a ranked status here in year 3, which would be a huge achievement. We've already hit our in-season goal of 8 wins as we go for double digits here. A 10-win season would certainly be a nice result, as last week we had Senior Day where we defeated Central Michigan as we kind of said our goodbyes to about 20 players as we're set for extreme turnover here going into year 4 of this dynasty. We have a tough matchup today against Penn State, who finished the year at 7-5, a little underwhelming as Bill O'Brien reportedly on the hot seat there from the Nittany Lions. We're here at Reliant Stadium, and we're looking for our first bowl win. We lost last year in the Heart of Dallas Bowl. I think it was 22-20 against Northwestern, as we lost twice. We lost twice last year to Northwestern, I believe in like week 3 or 4. But in the bowl game, we lost 22-20 as our late comeback effort fell short. Now we get some redemption here against another Big Ten school as we're off here in Houston. Welcome to the Meineke Car Care Bowl, and let's try and put this season home on some high spirits as a bunch of our guys just pancaked there right away as Jordan Lucas, a 39-yard return out of the gate. Now Christian Hackenberg on to lead this Penn State offense. He enjoyed a nice junior season. Quick pass there out of the gate for Kyle Carter, breaks a couple tackles. Still going as Gavin Battaglia finally gets to him as Kyle Carter works down to the 36. Penn State already in Marquette territory. Between that opening return where they just demolished us on a few blocks and that opening give there to Carter, I'm kind of worried about our odds here today. Their first give there in the running game to Akeem Lynch, and he'll get 4. We'll probably give most of our seniors a full half of play, but then we're going to try and mix in some other names who we haven't seen yet in the series, as Hackenberg keeps on the read option, and some poor tackle attempts there as Hackenberg, not known for his legs, but he'll take 17. Lenny Butler finally there to bring him down. Not a good start from our defense, not even a minute into the game, and Penn State already in the red zone as a 1st and 10 here from the 15. Hackenberg back to pass. It's going to be brought down there by Daniel Armstrong, the senior coming off the edge, makes the big play and flexes the muscles. Armstrong, part of our first recruiting class, a JUCO middle linebacker, but we've moved him around a bunch, probably more so primarily at D end, an outside linebacker in our 3-4 sets, and he's been super impactful. We're going to miss Armstrong's impact play and his versatility in the defense next season, although we do have some good D ends that could fill his shoes. A give here for Akeem Lynch, and a tremendous blocking as that sets him up 20 yards up the middle for the touchdown. And Marquette will take over at the 25 following a touchback. And Penn State just took over on that opening drive. Greg Walker out there, named first-team freshman All-American this season at quarterback. His first drop back here. A quick pass there for the senior Grant Cooper, and that goes for 5. Following this game, we'll take a look at all the bowl results, including the national championship, which includes number 1 Texas A&M, led by Heisman Trophy winner Johnny Manziel, as they take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now 2nd and 5. Theo Briggs for the first time will get 2 up the middle. Referring back to the Mississippi State game from earlier in the season, if we want to pull off another upset, we're going to have to just rely on the running game to get us going. Now 3rd and 2, Briggs finds a nice hole. He stumbles ahead, 12 yards there for the senior. Now while Marquette is ranked and Penn State is not, definitely Penn State comes in as a favorite in this game. Walker back to pass. Try and squeeze one there for Cooper, and he finds him, but Cooper can't hang on through the contact. A good play on the ball there from the DB, 2nd and 10. Penn State very good in the front 7. Still good in the back 7 as well, but we're going to try and expose their secondary here today. Probably our best plan of attack. Greg Walker now has Cooper open. 3 targets already for Cooper on the first 3 pass attempts. He hangs on to that one across the 50. 3rd and 2 coming up. Now another 3rd down here for the Golden Eagles, and they'll go right back to Theo Briggs. Good vision there as he finds the lane, and he goes ahead for 7. The Marquette offense coming out pretty strong here. First down, they go to the play action. And he's going to be sacked, try to get the pass off for Cooper. And we know that's the risk of running the play action. Austin Johnson, the D tackle, gets home, and that'll set us back. 2nd and 18. And that was Brian Joseph, the right guard, who couldn't hold there. Now 2nd and 18. Let's see if Marquette can get any back here. Going to put Dixon on that side of the line. And Walker takes the snap. Go with the read option. And we're not getting anything that time. Great contain there. Now 3rd and 21. Deion Barnes on the stop. 3rd and very long here for the Golden Eagles. Walker in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. We're just going to dump that off for Coleman. And he can't make the catch off the deflection. Might have had some better options down the field, but pressure just came in way too quick. Now Eddie Stevens on the punt from the 49. Let's see if we can pin him back here. Takes me a while to get settled. Can't rush perfection. And that's going to be kicked. Not perfection at all. Picked up there, but from the 16 by Lucas as he works out. Another good return here as he finds some space. Eddie Stevens can't bring him down, but Davin Rice gets there. And my goodness, they're just way better than we are. I think Penn State enters this game as an 89 overall, 90 overall. I think we're 72. So we'll just try and stay afloat here. They're looking good every time they're out there. They're going to set up a screen. Lynch is strong stiff arm there against Armstrong. Now 2nd and 10 for the Nittany Lions. Hackenberg will keep it that time as he stumbles ahead. Couldn't get his balance. And we'll take that result. Armstrong, another tackle for loss. 3rd and 11. And that was just slow motion there from Hackenberg. Now 3rd and 11, Penn State at the 49. Hackenberg will pass. Has a man there towards the sideline. And that's the tight end, Kyle Carter, just gets it done. I can already tell Kyle Carter is going to be a problem in this game. We really struggle against overpowering tight ends like that. A gift for Lynch. And Marquette's over that one. Davin Rice on the stop. 2nd and 7, Penn State out there empty. Hackenberg in the shotgun. He'll pass here. Has a man over the middle. It's Deshaun Hamilton, and he'll drop that one. Now 3rd and 7. Another 3rd down here from Penn State from the 36. Hackenberg's going to pass. He has a man over the middle. It's Brenneman, and Davin Rice gets over to make the big hit. And Brenneman a little shaken up after that one. 4th and 2. We'll see what Penn State does. From the 31, they are going to go for it here on 4th and 2. Crash the line there. Fullback gets the carry, breaks a tackle, and Roberts gets the forward progress needed, and Penn State converts. Penn State now in the I formation. Carter in motion. And they'll get for Lynch. Good blocking. Davin Rice can't bring him down. And then Demetrius Bush there, and he gets some help from Marshall. 8 yards for Lynch. 2nd and 2 now. Less than a minute left in this first quarter. And they'll get back to Lynch. And Tyler Black makes the tackle there as Lynch gets into the 2nd level. Another 12. Hackenberg back out there empty. 1st and goal. Penn State from the 8. Hackenberg's going to go to the corner of the end zone. And that's Wilkerson. He can't hang on to it. Open, made the catch, but didn't get a foot in bound there. I thought that was a clean catch, but we'll take that. Now 2 backs out here for Penn State as they'll get to Lynch. Armstrong can't bring him. I'm sorry, that was Carr who couldn't bring him down, but a team effort there on the edge, setting him up 3rd and goal now. And that will take us into the 2nd quarter, and you can tell by that run there from Lynch. They're just bigger, faster, stronger than we are, but I don't think they have a bigger heart. We're going to battle here, and we certainly have a tough task here, as proven by the beginning of this game already. 7-0 after 1, and we only have 3 more quarters of play here in year 3, folks. Now 3rd and goal. Hackenberg back to pass. He's going to scramble. He has a lane. No one's home, and Christian Hackenberg gets the 5-yard touchdown run. We had great coverage, but a savvy play there from Hackenberg as he made something happen out of nothing. 13-play, 46-yard drive there for Penn State as they're now up 14-0. Marquette's opening drive stalled after a 1st down sack forced us back. Now we'll start here for Dowling. And Dowling brought down there just 1 yard to the outside. Now 2nd and 9. Walker will pass. Go for the sideline there. Scott Walkpour. And I didn't see that number 3 defender there. Came out of frame. And luckily we avoid the interception. 3rd and 9 now. Marquette certainly doesn't want to go for a 3 and out here. Walker back to pass. Will scramble to the right. Go for Scott Walkpour again. And he hangs on there on the slant. 10-yard catch there for F.A. Scott Walkpour, the Ball State transfer. Now Dusty Alexander checks into the game at running back. The true freshman figures to get the lion's share of carries next season. And he'll get it here. Finds a nice hole up the middle, 6 yards on his first touch. 2nd and 4 now. Tyson Bolt out there for the first time. And Walker's going to throw. Good timing there to Thad Archibald. Archibald, another strong finish as he takes that down to the 33, but there is a flag. And we're going to get clipping, a big play, and that's going to take us back. F.A. Scott and Lockport just had that nice catch, but commits the penalty, and 2nd and 2. Now the penalty wipes out the big play. 2nd and 2 here from the 45. We'll go with the draw. Bolt breaks a tackle. Some good running there, slippery running there on the inside. He'll get the first down. Good job there by Bolt to avoid the tackle, and he gets up to pick up the first down. Walker takes a snap here. There's Jordan Pinson, his first catches. He's hit hard there, but he hangs on 5 yards. And clearly we're going to have to rely on these short passes. I don't think we're going to have much open downfield. Walker a pass as they bring pressure. A quick pass there for Cooper, and that just gets into the hands. I thought the defender there was going to make a play on it, but Cooper gets the catch in the first down to the 34. Now Dowling back into the game. And he'll get the touch. Tries to spin, breaks off a tackle there as he manages for just 3, maybe trying to do a little too much that time. 2nd and 7, now less than 5 minutes remaining in the half. Walker back to pass, roll to the right. Go over there for that Archibald, he makes the catch. And Archibald dives into the end zone for the touchdown. 31 yards for number 21, and we're on the board. Archibald's big play earlier was wiped out. Not this time, though. And you love to see him dive in there for the score. And Archibald is actually set to be our highest rated player next year, currently an 82 overall. 5'7", 168 pounds of pure heart and hustle out there. Extra point good, 14-7. Let's see if the defense can get a stop. Mackey now on for the kickoff. That's going to be taken from the 4-yard line. Another one here for Jordan Lucas. And we're able to cover that one much better as we limit that to the 25. 1st and 10 now for Penn State as they take back over. Opening pass there for Carter, and good play by Kenny Johnson to get down there and get his hand in there to force the incompletion. 1st and 10 now for 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. Brenneman in motion. Hackenberg is going to pass. Or he'll scramble as he slides ahead for 3. Good coverage on some of these plays, but Hackenberg making some good plays with his legs. Now 3rd and 7, Hackenberg in the shotgun. And they'll give to Lynch. And Lynch trucks over a man, but still short of the first down marker. 4th and 2, and I think we're getting the ball back. Penn State now on to punt as we're halfway through the 2nd quarter. Pinson back for the return. Going to field this from prior to his own 20 as a good play there, one-on-one. Limits that just 3 yards. Now Dusty Alexander at running back will start this drive. Scott Dixon in motion. Penn State showing pressure. And Alexander barely able to squeeze through a hole there, just 1 yard. 2nd and 9, Theo Briggs checks into the game. And they'll give it to him. Throws a man off and gets ahead for 3, now 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6, 3 minutes remaining. Walker takes the snap. Quick pass there for Cooper. He hangs on, 7 yards and a first down. Grant Cooper is going to leave Marquette as our all-time leader in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. Walker now out there empty. And he'll pass. Has made over the middle. That's Coleman, the freshman. And Coleman scurries ahead past the 50 for 17. Good connection there between the fellow freshmen. And now Walker back out there empty. 2.5 left here in the first half. Bolt in motion. They will fake it to him as Walker will keep. Good blocking there by the outside. Coleman was hanging on to a man there, and Walker gets ahead for the 12-yard first down rush. 1st and 10 now, less than 2 minutes remaining. They're going to send pressure as Walker just misses that Archibald, and that would have been a nice hookup. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. And we're going to go right back to that play. This time we'll go for Cooper. And a strong finish there by Cooper. Get to 8, now 3rd and 2 inside the 30. 3rd and short here for Marquette, and they'll give it to Briggs. And Briggs gets the job done as he typically does, ahead for 6. Now time ticking down, 1:11 remaining. 2 timeouts for Marquette. And they'll fake there to Coleman. And Walker's tracked down just 1 yard that time. Walker now in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to go towards the end zone for Scott and Lockport. And he can't quite get it over the top to him. Christopher Worley, a good play on the ball. 39 seconds remaining. Marquette 5 for 6 on 3rd down. Good numbers thus far. See what they do here. Walker in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Sits in the pocket. Tries to get Cooper there, and Wooten closes in on it. And he's still going. Walker misses the tackle. And Don Inge can't bring him down. Now Scott Mwakpour giving chase. And he finally trips him up. A surreal ending here to the first half. I was fully ready to settle for a field goal there. I thought we had Cooper, but a good close on the ball by Wooten. And that just goes to show these athletes are a lot better than what we're used to going against. And some bad tackle attempts there, especially from Walker, as Wooten pretty much took it the whole way. Good pursuit from Scott Mwakpour to track him down with Penn State. Setting up here at the 8, 25 seconds remaining in the half. Another deflating way to end a half of football. Antonio Carr, good play there, playing contain outside to get to TFL. Yeah, that throw kind of flashed before my eyes. I thought we had a clean shot, and then right as I released it, I noticed that wasn't going to end well. I'll try to hold strong here. Akeem Lynch, a give to the outsides. Demetrius Bush holds up there. Some help from Tyler Black. And now 17 seconds, 3rd and goal from the 3. 3rd and goal now, as they do have the fullback out there. They go for the toss. Tyler Black there. He can't make the tackle. We had some guys who couldn't have got there, but Akeem Lynch finds the end zone again. And a big swing here. Penn State adds on. It's going to be 21-7, 14 seconds remaining in the half. Now 14 seconds for Marquette. Don't think you really try anything too crazy at this point. They're going to set up a screen here for Dusty Alexander, and that's going to go for a big loss, -6. And we're just going to let this go into the half. So Marquette will go into the half down 21-7. A big swing there, a big momentum swing, a big scoreboard swing as we threw the interception. Essentially a pick 6, but we got to give our hats off to F.A. Scott Mwakpour getting down there, although it did still end up in a touchdown result. We got to clean it up a little bit in the second half. We're not playing a bad game, but that interception obviously costly at this point. It's going to take a better effort to hang in here against an overpowering Penn State team, but we are exposing them a little bit. As I said earlier, we're going to try and chip away at their secondary, which we are doing a pretty good job at, but despite that interception. The running game's not doing too bad, but we could use a better effort from them, and the defense kind of got to limit these drives. We can't just be giving up touchdowns all the time. But 21-7 heading into the half, as it's going to take a comeback effort here if we want to get our 10th win of the year and our first bowl win in program history. Now Marquette will open the second half at the 25, and they'll open with a give for Theo Briggs, as he just gets 2 up the middle. We are going to still use Briggs a little bit in this game. He's been our best running back, and we still need him for the short yardage situations mostly. 2nd and 8 now. Walker on the drop back. And he just overthrows Pinson a little early on that timing route. And another missed opportunity through the pass. Those are the throws you have to hit in a game like this, especially prior to bringing up now a 3rd and 8. Walker another drop back. And we'll go back for Cooper. And Cooper trying to fight ahead for the first down, but just short. 4th and 2. And I don't know if we really go for it here at our own 33. As much as I would like to go for it here, I just don't think it's reasonable at this point. All the way back to our 33. So we're going to be on Eddie Stevens to see how this punt goes. And we do get that one out of bounds, probably towards the 30. A pretty good punt there, limiting it to no return, which is what we have to do in this game as well. We've seen them put up some big-time returns already, and that gets them to the 29. A 3 and out to start the half, not what you wanted from Marquette. Another start this half with a give for Lynch, as Chance Pellin, a good tackle there one-on-one. Lynch has broken off some big gains already, and they will give it right back to him. That time, Philip Marshall gets into the backfield for the big tackle for loss. Now 2nd and 12. Now Hackenberg directly under center. They are going to pass. He'll swing this out for the tight end Carter, and Tyler Black a good tackle. 3rd and 5 now for the Nittany Lions as they head towards midfield. From the 47, Hackenberg to pass. He's going to have his man Lewis, and a good play there by Marshall to interrupt that one. There we go. I had to spit that one out. 4th and 5, and Penn State's going to punt. Now 5:46 first down. They'll start with a give for Dusty Alexander as he gets ahead for 5. Just able to get that play off an audible. 2nd and 5. Theo Briggs checks in, and he'll get the carry. Stopped in the hole there. Just 2. Now 3rd and 3. See if Marquette can convert here on the 3rd and short. Scott Dixon open underneath, and he has some room ahead as he takes that for 9. A first down Marquette. Big conversion there for the Golden Eagles. Definitely couldn't surrender another 3 and out. Now 1st and 10 here from the 35. Walker to pass. And I would have to throw that one away. Hesitated a little bit there, but I didn't want to force anything in that spot. 2nd and 10 now. And Walker, another pass. Go for the sideline towards the sideline for Coleman. Waited a little too long. Coverage kind of broke down, and that goes for nothing. Already 21 pass attempts for Walker. Definitely didn't expect to be throwing as much. Now out there empty with 5 receivers. Walker back to pass. Rolls to the right. He has that Archibald wide open, and Archibald another big catch. And he's going to drag a man down there towards the 25, and that was F.A. Scott and Walkpour downfield making a big block. That Archibald, a huge impact in this game, and his efforts out of the slot have been felt in a tremendous way thus far. Now 1st and 10, Marquette from the 27, Walker back to pass. Going to roll to the left, trying to get there for Scott and Walkpour on the run. Not the arm strength necessary, though, that skips on the ground. 2nd and 10 now, 3:33 remaining in the third. Walker trying to set up a screen for Archibald, and good block picked up there by Pinson. Archibald makes the catch, 6 yards. 3rd and 4 now from the 20. 3rd and 4 will bring Theo Briggs back out as he scrapes off a couple blocks short of the first down. 4th and 1. We're just going to hurry back and do it again. Maybe the last time we call upon Theo Briggs for a 4th down conversion, as he's going to be stuffed. A good play there by Austin Johnson as he broke through the line and made a huge playoff block. Working there against Sean Murphy, I believe. Or no, who was that, number 70? I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but totally flattened him. And now Penn State takes back over. Another points opportunity squandered here from the Golden Eagles. A turnover and then a turnover on downs, a 3 and out. Our offense just not executing. Now Hackenberg back to pass. He's going to be hit as he threw. That's Philip Marshall on the pressure. A huge hit there on Hackenberg. Now Hackenberg from the shotgun. 2:44 remaining. They'll give to Lynch. Good blocking. And Tyler Black gets over to make the play. 3rd and 4. Good stop. 3rd and 4 now. Hackenberg from the shotgun. Delay give there for Lynch. As Armstrong, I thought he had the tackle. Couldn't make it. Lynch slips away. Still going now. Past the 30. And he's going to take it all the way. Oh, my goodness. Akeem Lynch, 77 yards to the house. And I don't know how Armstrong didn't wrap that one up. I thought for sure that was a stop. But boy, was I mistaken. Another huge swing. And look at that balance. The knee was almost down, and he's running away from everybody. Look at that lineman, 70, getting all the way downfield. Johnson couldn't make the play, and Penn State adds on now 28-7. And this is turning ugly. Now, at this point, I think we just start taking some shots and just having a little fun. Scott and Walkpour out there leading the Wildcat formation. Dowling in motion. And Walkpour will keep. And he's going to be taken down there for a 3-yard loss. Good read there. And when I say start having some fun, I mean I hope we just don't get knocked back any further in this one. Walker empty. Quick strike there for Cooper. And Cooper will get maybe 10 out of that, but a flag on the play. That's going to be another clip, and that'll set us back even further, kind of going against just what I was saying. 2nd and 20 now, Pinson the culprit. Walker now out there empty, 2nd and 20. Pinson in motion, Walker takes the snap. And roll to the right. Go for Darby downfield, and Darby can't make the play. A good play on the ball there by Daquan Davis. And that'll set us up now 3rd and 20, 3rd and a mile essentially. And we're just going to chuck it up at this point. Go 4 verts. Sets in the pocket for a little bit as Darby can't make the play. Can't use his big body. There's Malik Golden gets in there to make a play on the ball. And we're punting 4th and 20. We had some life going, but after that failed 4th down and that big touchdown, just a total new outlook on this game. We're just kind of ready to get out of here and call it quits here in year 3. A good season regardless. Going to end at 9-4 unless we can strike up a crazy comeback here. As another good return there from Jordan Lucas gets it past the 40 into Marquette territory. And maybe a little early to start the outro, but being the last episode of the season, I just want to give a big thank you to all the loyal viewers and subscribers. I really appreciate all the interactions. I appreciate all these games. I have a lot of fun with it as Hackenberg is barely pushed out of bounds there, 10 yards, a fresh set. But as I was saying, I'm just super grateful, to have a following here, a little bit, as little as it might be. But I have a lot of fun with these games, and I'm glad that others get enjoyment out of it as well, and we can kind of just have some discussions here. I'm just falling apart now. Akeem Lynch, another touchdown, and he's going to be the MVP of this bowl game, if not already. Apologies on this one. Losing focus, and they're just going to pour it on. So 35-7, we'll just bring it out here with Thad Archibald. We've been getting a bunch of touchbacks in this game, haven't had an opportunity to really make any plays as Archibald might have gotten that back to the 25. We're just going to go with Ask Coach the rest of the way and see what our offensive coordinator gives us. Theo Briggs out there, and he'll get the carry. Gets ahead for 2, and we'll just run it down to the end of the quarter now. So that's 3 quarters in the books here in the Meineke Car Care Bowl. Marquette down 35-7, not looking pretty. And we'll just try and play clean football the rest of the way and get out of this one unscathed. 2nd and 8 now as we start this 4th quarter of play. Gonna get a screen going for Tyson Bolt and a bunch of Penn State defenders there. 2 screen plays have resulted in minus 11 yards so far. 3rd and 13 now as we dig ourselves into another hole. This game could have gone so different towards the end of the first half. It looked like we were gonna maybe get a touchdown, make it 14-10. And then after that, it's just been all Penn State. 3rd and 13 now. Walker tried to get Scott and Walkport in the hands, and he drops that one. Another punt upcoming. Now Eddie Stevens on for the punt. And I didn't hit the power bar, and our woes continue in this one. It will bounce a little bit down to the 45 as what is happening here in Houston. I'm not really sure what happened between plays there, but there's a little glitch, and somehow now it's 1st and 12. Even though Penn State didn't even call a play yet. We'll take the 2 yards, even though Akeem Lynch will probably get them back. Rice makes the tackle that time. I thought we were going to have another Daniel Armstrong situation. 4 touchdowns for Akeem Lynch, 10 short of 200 yards. What a game here from the Penn State running back. Hackenberg's going to pass. Try and get him some more numbers as Matt Zanolato makes the grab there. And of course that would happen. A deflection off his own body, and he came away with it. This game just gets crazier and crazier. Never seen that happen probably throughout this series, but of course it happens here. 35-7, less than 7 minutes now remaining in the game. Another give for Lynch, and he's going to get another one here, I think. Robert Williamson giving chase as he does track him down. 25 yards for Lynch. He's now over 200 on the day. Akeem Lynch, what a performance here from the Penn State running back. They're absolutely rocking us up front. Hackenberg now from the shotgun. Lewis in motion. Hackenberg lead the option here. Breaks the tackle there, and Davin Rice cleans it up. 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Now less than 6 minutes remaining in this year 3 season. Not how we wanted to end things, but all things considered, I think we'll take a 9-win season and another bowl appearance. Good stop there by Rice, the senior middle linebacker playing in his final game. Now, I did add a bunch of subs in, but for the most part, we did keep some key contributors in just to kind of keep us in it, but it didn't really work out. 3rd and 5 now inside the red zone. Brenneman in motion. Hackenberg will throw off the fake as Philip Marshall lights up Brenneman, and that's going to bring up a field goal. Just 12 pass attempts in this game for Hackenberg, but it's been all Akeem Lynch. Field goes up, and it's good, and that makes it 38-7. Now a 31-point deficit, 5:02 remaining. Now 5:02 remaining as Marquette takes over for another offensive drive. Dexter Dowling gets the give as he skips ahead for 1. And we actually throw Lawrence Jackson into the game, true freshman quarterback, and didn't really see much playing time at all. I think just 3 pass attempts all year. Spotted Greg Walker in a game recently, but we'll give him some reps here as this game just out of reach, obviously. Tries for Jordan Pinson on the curl, and that's picked off by Davis. And I don't know what is happening at this point anymore. Pinson had a bunch of separation, a little late on the throw. But it's just, like I said, these athletes are just way better than we are. By far the roughest game we've ever had in this series. My goodness. Like losing my voice over here. Hackenberg back to pass. We're just going engage 8. We're just saying YOLO. Look at Tyler Black, the agility out there in space. Yikes. With the way this game has gone, nothing is surprising me at this point. Absolutely ridiculous play. Penn State a 7-5 season as Akeem Lynch a yard away from getting his 5th on the day. Now less than 4 here. Penn State 7-5. Bill O'Brien had a low job security heading into this game, so a blowout here maybe will save it for him. 38-7. Penn State trying to make it 45-7 on this play. Lynch back there looking for number 5. And he's not going to get it quite yet. A face mask there from Rice. And they'll give him a fresh set here at the 1. Well, yeah, sorry, guys. I wish we could have had a better performance here. But obviously that's not the case. Now they bring out a bunch of linemen, tight ends. Mark Henry almost got home. But Akeem Lynch, number 5. And this has to be some sort of bowl game record or something. 3:29 remaining, and we're just going to chew clock and hopefully end it on this drive. Really don't need to extend this game any longer. Alexander another give as he trips up just 1 yard. At least I'm not a quitter. I got to give myself that. I can definitely take a huge L. Now less than 3 minutes remaining in the game. We'll give Jackson a pass here. We'll just go deep. And he does find Pinson on the comeback. The corner didn't get his head around. And Pinson 25 yards that time. We have some momentum, folks. Some semblance of life. We got some yardage. And now we're at the 50, or past the 50, I should say. Cooper in motion. I'll get for Alexander. Good hold there. I'm sorry, Dowling, a good hold develops. Dowling still going. Still going now past the 20 as he's forced out there at the 12. Back-to-back big plays. And where have these been? Brian Joseph, good job getting over on the pole. Now less than 2 minutes remaining. And we're going to give Jackson a read option here. We haven't had one hit quite yet. And it won't hit again as great play there. I think that's Garrett Sickles. Good contain that time. Lost to 3. Now that we have a chance to score here, I am going to turn chew clock off. And we'll just run some plays. Jackson back to pass again. Trying to get Graham. And he'll dump that off for Pinson on the run. 10 yards there for Pinson, 3rd and 3. Both completions for Jackson. They go to Jordan Pinson. Now Dowling checks back into the game. And he'll get the carry here. Breaks a tackle but can't break another as he's ripped down in the backfield. Another big play by Sickles. I'm sorry, that was Christopher Worley coming home from the safety spot. And this might be the last play here for Marquette. 4th and 3 from the 5. And I think we're actually going to... Should we audible to a run right here with the light box? And I think we'll just stick with what we have. We will let the clock wind down, though. Maybe get Coleman on the outside there. I don't know. I don't really like how this looks. I don't really like slants in the end zone, to be honest, especially with my interception track record. But we'll give it a shot. Jackson takes a snap. Could be the last offensive play here for Marquette of the season. We'll try and get Pinson. He cut the route off again. I don't know why they do that. Pinson cuts the route short. If he kept going, he would have had a touchdown as that sail's incomplete. And hopefully Penn State just has some mercy on our souls here and just takes a couple kneel downs. Looks like they will call some plays. What is it? Akeem Lynch going to try and get number 6? 2 yards that time. I thought they called a timeout for a second. That would have been ridiculous. Over 10 yards per clip for Lynch. And by far the best performance a running back has had against us. 45-7 we fall here in the Meineke Car Care Bowl. And I think it's safe to say we are not going to end the season as a ranked team. But 9-4, and I'll take that all day. We started year 1 at 4-8, stepped up to 6-7, and now 9-4. So we're seeing progression each year, and hopefully next season we can end with a double-digit win season. Not a pleasant performance here, as Penn State just really exerted their dominance and showed us why they're a Big Ten school and why we're just an independent trying to work our way into the college football landscape. Like I said earlier, thank you so much to everyone who has stuck around with this Marquette Dynasty. It really does mean a lot to me, just even through these tough losses. As I like to say, these tough losses, the dog days, really make us appreciate the glory days down the road. So next year, hopefully it's us celebrating in the final game. Huge turnover here for Marquette as we're set to lose over 20 players to graduation, and I'm really excited for the offseason episode to come. It's going to be a big one. We have a lot of guys still in recruiting that we're in the hunt for, and I'm really hoping we get some transfers going. After that initial touchdown to Archibald, I thought we might have something cooking here, but that would not be the case, obviously. So we're gonna sim ahead, and we're gonna get the national championship and look at some bowl results to close this episode. So we're now here at bowl results following that really tough loss, the biggest loss we've suffered thus far in this series. So thank you for sticking it out. I stuck it out, and I'm glad you stuck it out as well. Fresno State, who we actually defeated earlier in the season, takes down an SEC LSU team, the Idaho Potato Bowl. That's what we were projected to play in prior to our matchup there in the Meineke Car Care Bowl. We may have been better off settling here in the Potato Bowl. Ball State takes down Air Force. San Diego State ends at 11-3. ranked 14th as they take down Houston in the Poncetia Bowl. Arkansas State beats Middle Tennessee State by 3. And we actually played both of these teams. We beat Middle Tennessee State but lost to Arkansas State. They beat us like 43-21 a few weeks back. Arizona State beats Boise State. And Boise State, I think, lost like 3 of their last 4 games as they end 16th in the nation. The Hawaii Bowl, Hawaii wins by a huge margin there against New Mexico. Michigan State defeats Toledo. Louisiana Tech here in the Military Bowl loses 42-39. And we actually beat the Bulldogs a few weeks back. In the Holiday Bowl, Oregon takes down UL Lafayette, who we opened the season with a victory against the Raging Cajuns, who were actually in the national championship last season. We defeated Louisville earlier, a ranked Louisville team, as they win the Belk Bowl. UConn, I think we lost to them a few weeks back by a good bit as they win against Boston College. Clemson over Navy. And here Marquette falls 45-7. And that was a tough one, folks. I don't even want to look at these stats, honestly. Better off just putting that one, I was going to say in the memory bank, but not even. Just take this game out of existence. Notre Dame, a huge win over Arizona in the Fight Hunger Bowl. West Virginia beats USC. USC really fell off. They were highly ranked at one point and then just lost a bunch of games down the stretch. Tennessee over Virginia Tech. Georgia Tech over Washington State in the Sun Bowl. The Yellow Jackets finish at number 5, 10-3. Kentucky over Western Kentucky in the Liberty Bowl. And Pittsburgh, they had a very good season, but they fall here 34-3 in the Chick-fil-A Bowl. Heart of Dallas Bowl, that's what we were in last year, as Iowa takes down Ohio. Ole Miss over Nebraska. Wisconsin over Florida in the Capital One Bowl. Michigan defeats Georgia as the Wolverines finish number 7 here in the Outback Bowl. The Rose Bowl, Oklahoma, a touchdown win over Washington as we are nearing the national championship. The Tostitos Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl is what I should have called it, as TCU beats UCLA. So UCLA 12-0 in the regular season, and then they lose to UW in the Pac-12 championship, and they lose here in the bowl game to TCU. Miami just barely beats Temple as the Hurricanes finish number 2. Was not expecting that. Army defeats Florida State. Love to see that. The Black Knights will end at 11 in the nation. Alabama over Kansas State. They dropped 49. And then we're getting close here. The BCS National Championship. Ohio State wins their second in 3 seasons throughout this series. And they end 14-0. I think they've only lost 1 game thus far throughout this entire series. Just ridiculous play there from the Buckeyes. So it looks like Texas A&M was up by 1 going into halftime. But then Buckeyes outscored them 17-6 in the second half. See player stats. Manziel, the Heisman winner. 2 interceptions. Well, I think Cardell Jones, 13 for 28. Completed less than 50% of his passes, but didn't turn it over. And Dunn here, didn't mean to back out of that. Dunn had over 100 yards, a huge performance. Cardell Jones, 81 rushing yards. And Michael Thomas, 131 yards on just 4 catches. So the Buckeyes are national champions again here, and we'll just go through All-Americans. Brett Hundley, Briante Dunn, who we just saw there in the championship game, TJ Yeldon, Dominique Williams, Trey Matoyer, offensive line, 2 Texas A&M linemen, and 2 Ohio State linemen. So half of the line on the All-American list is Texas A&M, Ohio State. On the D line here, Ohio State, another guy, Tommy Schutt, Denzel Nikomdichi, Dante Dayon from Boise State. At the second team, Johnny Manziel, the Heisman winner on the second team, with his teammate here, Brandon Williams at running back. Matt Jones, running back. Michael Thomas there from Ohio State. Zeke Pike from Louisville. They've had some very good tight ends in this series. Anyone else of note? Nick Kwiatkowski. Devontae Harris from A&M. And I'll go to the freshman team. And here's Greg Walker, our freshman quarterback. He's going to end just short of 2,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and completed 68.4% of his passes. Added 3 rushing touchdowns with 177 rushing yards, and he was very productive. Texas A&M with 3. Okay, they have a tight end and 2 linemen. An 84 overall redshirt freshman, Ty West. He's going to be one of the best. Another freshman there. and Howell. So 3 freshman linemen for A&M on this team. And remember, they had 2 on the first team, All-American team. So a stout offensive line there for the Aggies, especially going ahead. Jerome Webb, we saw him a few weeks back against when we played Mississippi State in that big upset in our first game against an SEC team. Robert Williamson, our freshman corner, also makes it. 3 interceptions, 1 pick six, 6 pass deflections, and a sack. And like I've always said, he was our top priority last recruiting cycle, and we were able to snag him in the offseason. Now we get a quick look at award winners. Brett Hundley wins the Maxwell and the Walter Camp. Edged out in the Heisman race, but he wins those 2. Denzel Kimdichie, the Bednarik Award. John Taylor, an end from Georgia, getting the Nagurski. The O'Brien also goes to Hundley. The Doak Walker goes to TJ Yeldon of Bama, over 1,500 rushing yards, 19 scores, and almost 500 receiving yards. The Bolitnikoff to Michael Thomas, as I'm sure many of you are familiar with him, 63 catches, 1,043 yards, 16 touchdown grabs. Kelvin Benjamin right behind him. The Mackey goes to Zeke Pike. So Louisville has had the Mackey Award winner all 3 seasons thus far. The first 2 was Gerald Christian, and now Zeke Pike wins it. So the Cardinals, they know how to produce tight ends. The Outland, Jacoby Boren, he also gets to Remington. Lombardi goes to John Taylor, and Barry Barber was actually a finalist all the way down here at number 8, 13 tackles for loss, 7 sacks from him. Best linebacker, Denzel Kimdichie wins another one. Dante Dayon wins the Thorpe. The Groza to Matt Gudis from Miami, and the guy to Drew Kaiser, who I think would go on to be drafted by the Chargers. Best returner to Tramel Terry out of Georgia. This is where I'm going to leave you, folks. I'm just going to scroll down the top 25 to end the season. And we have another year in the books, folks. Year 3 is in the books. Next season, our next episode, we'll pick it up with our off season. And like I kind of said earlier, I think it's going to be a very eventful off season, and I'm very excited for it. The best part of the game, and I hope you enjoy that aspect as well. So as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, despite an awful attempt in our bowl game. But I'll see you next time.